March 9th, Budhavarah, Vyakaranavargah. So, Mangalacharanam Kriyate Sampratam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhautame Bhora Mamamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnama Iti अतः श्री माहेश्वर सूत्राणि अ इ अण् रुलृक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् हयवरट् लण् ञम ङ ण नम् जबञ् घडदश् जबगडदश् खफ छ ठ थ च ट तव खफै श ष सर् हल् इति माहेश्वर सूत्राणि. So last time we were looking at this form pe piyamana, which from the Gita Dhyana Shlokaha. पाराशर्य वचस्तरोजममलं गीता सगंधोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा संबोधना बोधितं लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा. So this is the Gita Dhyan Shlokaha, and we were thinking about applying all the rules that we know. So in the beginning of last class, if you recall, we got up to this point. We did the dhatu pa, of course, with 3-1-22. Which is, the dhato rekacho haladehe kriyasamabhihare yang, so usual sutram. So we did all that. We were doing fine, but then we found out how to get the yakar lopaha. So what we had was, we did that, then we got the ikara deshaha by the gumastha gapa jahati samhali. So 6-4-66. We got the ikara deshaha. So that was also fine, and then we went on because the dhatu pa is mentioned in there. After that, we did the abhyasa karyam sanyangoho tat paschad rasvaha haladi sheshaha, which is makam parichaya asti eva. We know these two sutras, and then pepiya we got by the sutram 7-482 guno yang lukoho. Guno yang lukoho. As you mentioned, the special karyam, the trademark of the young is the Vishesh Abhyasa Karyani, and it starts from this one. Anena Sutrena Arabhyante, which is 7-482, Sanyango, the Guno yang lukoho. So Guno yang lukoho, we did that. And then finally, we got, so Guno yang lukoho is in 7-482, that starts the section of young and young look, Guno yang lukoho. So that was fine. Then we got, of course, 3-1-32, Sanadhyanta Dhatavaha. Dhatu Sanyam Vina. Tinganta Prakriya na Samhavati. Napi Krut Prakriya Samhavati. Krut Prakriya. So we cannot do any Krut, any participles. We cannot do any verbal form until we get the Dhatu Sanya by Sanadhyanta Dhatavaha. So never forget that. Then when we got the Pratyaya Lat Vartamane Lat, then we got the letter Shanachava Prathama Samana Adhikarane. We got the Shanach by Tangana Vatmane Padam. So then after you got Shanach gets the, this is all from last time, okay, so I'm going a little bit fast. Shanach gets the Sanya of Sarvadhatukam by Ting Shit Sarvadhatukam. And then after that we got Sarvadhatuke Yak. This is a sutram right before this is the Purva Manantaram Sutram, which is the right before Kartari Shap. So Shap is only Kartari Sarvadhatuke, while Yak is the default Sarvadhatuke coming from, actually Bhava Karmano is coming from the prior Sutra. If you look at 3-1-67, get Bhava Karmano is coming from the prior Sutram. So Bhava Karmano Sarvadhatuke Yak. That's what we are getting. Now that was all fine, and then we tried to do the Ato Lopaha Ardhadhatuke. Ato lopa ardhadhatuke, because the pratyaya yak has sanya of ardhadhatukam by ardhadhatukam shesha. And that's what we got to. So if we really keep the young antam rupam, it will become pepiya mana. Yakara sanya. Pepiya mana would have been the form. Of course you get the mukka agamaha by ane mukka, become pepiya mana. But we want to get the form pepiya mana. Atra ekaha eva yakaraha drishyate. So tadrupam katham siddhyati. How can we get that form? That was, We were thinking of that at last time. And then, Vasu at the end of the class mentioned the sutram, which I knew, but which I had kind of forgotten. So unless you try to teach, you never remember these things, which is 2474. Let's look at that one today. Let's look at 2474, which is the Yangochi. Yangochi, the sutram. In fact, I had a joke with Vasu after the class. So we're going to make Vasu look young now because he's got the young look. He's going to have the young look about him. So, okay. So that sutram is, as you know, end of 2.4, this look, anuvritya goes down from this lug from 2458. So, Yangochi. Yangochi is the sutram. So, let's look at Yangochi for a second. In fact, you know what? Let's go to our website. Let me try to pull it up from there. Yangochi. Yangochi. Let's go to Yangochi. This is again a new computer today, so I hope it will work well. Nutanam yantram praptam.
Satishji,
yes.
Satishji, I did find where I tumbled into that. It was a great luck that day. It was the, an introduction to Panini by Janarkar.
Yes, Janarkar, yes, that's where you found it. Okay.
Janarkar, yeah. It's volume 4, page 151.
He gives the same sutram, right? 2474, right?
2474. And then he says the affix young is often elided before an affix begin with a vowel, as bahulam is used in such elision may take place before the affix beginning with the consonant as well.
Yeah, so it is, so achi pratyay luk syat, chakaratam vina api kuchit. So Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi says that Yangochi achi pratyay luk syat, chakarat tam vina api achi pratyay parataha. So that is what, now here also achi means what? Is it vism pratyaya acha or is it the ajaji pratyaya? Ajaji pratyaya. That's what also we have to look at because achi is a bit confusing here. If you look at Vasu, I mean, I'm talking about the Shri Chandra Vasu now. The translation says there is a look allusion when the affix ach follows. So now what? So this is not really ajaji pratyaya. This is when it says when the affix ach follows. Specific pratyaya ach when it follows. That's when it takes look. So really, right now we don't have ach. We have the pratyaya yak. Pratyaya yak is what you have. If you look down here. It says Yangochi pratyaya, looks it doesn't say ajaji pratyaya pare. Achi pratyaya. What pratyaya acha are we talking about here? We're talking this one, this pachadyach which comes in 3.1. That's not the topic for today. But pachadyach I think comes in somewhere here. Pachadyach, this one. The nandi grahi pachadibhyo lyu ninyachaha. So this pachadyach, pachadi these dhatus akriti ganaha. See the pratyaya ach, of course, kartari by kartari krit. So when that ach pratyaya follows, then the young can take look. Young takes look. So yangochi pratyaya look syat. But chakarat tam vinapi kvachit. This is the important thing now. Chakarat tam vinapi kvachit, because yangochi cha. This cha in the sutram is very important. When Panini uses this cha in many different places. It is important to understand why the cha is being used. In fact, as I told you, there was a PhD thesis. There is a PhD thesis done recently, I think, maybe in MIT, one of these places, about the use of cha by Panini. This is a PhD thesis. So anyway, so when here it says that chakara tam vinapi kvachit, chakara tam vinapi kvachit. So let me take this with you. So yangochi pratyaya luksya chakara tam vinapi kvachit means ach pratyam vinapi kvachit. So that the young affix can take look. Of course, the pratyaya luk shlu lupaha, the entire affix is gone. Pratyaya luk shlu lupaha. Yeah, so this is the Vyakhya, this is the vritti of 2474. 2474 vritti in the Laghu Kaumudi is like this. Yangochi pratyaya luk syat chakara tam vinapi kvachit. This is the important thing. Anyways, this is what we're looking for last time. So now when we take that, what happens is that, okay, let me take this one down here now. So we have the pepiya mana. So let's start from here. We had, okay, so pepiya yak plus shanach is what we had last time. we had pepiya yakshanach. So if we start from there, okay, maybe I should also put this one here. Let me also put this vritti down here. Okay, so yangochi pratyay luksyat chakarat tam vinapi kvachit. So that's the one that we need right now. Because so this young pratyaya can take basically look depending on the shishta prayogaha. We have to understand young, so we have to be ready for this. In this book that we are following, the young look prayoga is not covered in this book. Okay, so we are not trying to cover that, but now that we stumbled upon this in Gita Dhyana Shloka, Pepi Yamana, so we have, so now when we use that, then what we can use is that, then we can, from here itself, we can use Yangochi and Chakaratam Vinapi Kochit, 2474, and then of course use the Ane Muk, etc., and get the form Pepi Yamana. Okay, so one more time is that this young pratyaya takes look when the pratyaya ach follows. And then it can also take look otherwise also, variously. That is what we'll, so that's called a young look. Okay. Now one more interesting thing over here, by the way, is that when we are doing the young pratyaya, we are only using atmanipadam because of anudatta jnata atmani. Before we go, let me put this sutram also, which is the pratyasya lukshlu lupaha, which is 1161. Unlike the alontyasya, etc., when we do the lukshlu or lup elision, the entire pratyaya is gone. Pratyasya lukshlu lupaha. Which of course you all know, but I put it here, 1161. Okay. Interesting thing is that how do we distinguish between the young and young look? One more interesting point is that when we're using the young pratyaya, we are only using atmanipadam because of the anudatta jnata atmanipadam. And to refresh your memory, this Panini has a section from 1.3.12 up to the end of 1.3, where he does the padavyavastha. And the first sutram is anudatta jnata atmanipadam. Means if the pratyaya if the dhatu has the kavarga panchama as an it, nittasti chet kevalam atmanipadam prayujyate, atmanipadam eva. So only atmanipadam. Because what's happening is that at 1374, Panini will say, 1378 I think it is, sheshat kartari parasnipadam. So when we have the young pratyaya in there, that makes the dhatu, of course, it gets the dhatu sanya by stanadhyanta dhatavaha, and then it becomes a nit dhatu, and it will take only atmanipadam. Right? So so only atmanipadam can be used. So like chekriyate. So that's one of the ways to recognize the young pratyaya. Also, because if there is no atmanipadam, it's not a young gantam rupam. Now, when young look comes though, that young pratyaya has gone now. The dhatu is no longer a nit. So we go back to sheshat kartari parasnipadam. Remember that. So that's another way. If it's a young look, it will not be atmanipadam. How are we using atmanipadam over here now? And how are we using atmanipadam? So let me put that in document first. Is that yes?
Satishji, Kalpesh.
Yes.
I have a basic question there. With the young look that we are doing, okay, so if we do young look, with that look, pratyasya lukshlupaha, okay, nalumatangasya, okay, so this 6466 application itself will be stopped, where the pa becomes p and all that.
Right. So then what has happened here? But see, the thing is that when did the pratyaya take look?
See, as far as we are concerned, the whole thing, because this is not it's not an antaranga karya, right? Is it?
Well, let's start from the basis. Well, Kalpesh is a good question. We say that pratyasya lukshulupaha nalumatangasya. Angakaryam cannot be done when the pratyaya takes look. Okay? Now, what Kalpesh is talking about, he's talking about 63. So now the question is that we applied the sutram, which was the bhuma sthaga pa jahati samhali, and because that was based on pratyaya which kitnit is following. So So we've done that. Now the pratyaya is taking a look. So now how can we still keep that one, okay? But let's go step by step. What happened was that we had this, okay, we were starting with first dhatu pa plus yang, okay, Kalpesh. So at this point there is no young look. There's no young look at this point. So we formed the dhatu pepiya. Pepiya we did, okay. Now when we got pepiya plus shanich when we bought, now and then we bought the yak. At that point only we do the young look, right? Correct. Now the question is that this is what is called is the nimittasya apaya naimittikasya apaya. When the nimittam is gone now, can we remove the karyam also the nimittam? That I'm thinking top of my head, that paribhasha is is not sarvatrika. It doesn't apply all the time. So basically what Kalpesh is saying is that now that the young pratyaya is gone, should we also remove the karyam, which was the ikara, young look. But interestingly, Kalpesh, if in fact the pratyaya here is yak is following, right? So actually yak can also do the ikara, can't it?
So yeah. Yak can do ikara, but dvitva and all that is young.
Yeah, but dvitvam is sangyango. Just was called dvitvam was 619 sangyango. That was already done. And now the question is that, so then there's a bigger question then. Can you reverse the dvitvam also then because of that? Oh. Because pratyaya young is gone, right?
Yeah. So is dvitva also considered angakarya?
Because this was because dvitvam was done based on the pratyaya young being there, right? Sangyangoho. So the angyakaram is not basically when the nimittasya apaya nimittikasya apaya, when we look about that, right? Then can we do even remove the dvitvam also? If you look at 6.1, if I'm looking at 6.19 quickly, if it says
No, actually Nalumatangasya just says that because of the look only angakarya will not be done. But it doesn't say anything else other than that.
Correct. But then nimittam for the dvittam was the young pratyaya, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Nimittam is now gone.
Yes.
Nimittam is now gone. So then one can argue, nimittasya apaya nimittikasya apaya. So that also is, it says arjate aprodnit. I'm looking at 619. My guess right now is that paribhasha is anitya paribhasha. So that's what I'm saying. That nimittasya apaya nimittikasya apaya. That one is doesn't apply completely all the time. But I will think about it. The question is a good one. The question was that because now you're doing young look. What about the abhyasakara which we did based on the young, and also the ikara which was based on the young? Will those be now have to be undone now? And my thinking is no, because this is not a Panish Sutram. This is a paribhasha. The nimittam goes, the naimittikam, which is the nimitta ashrita karyam, should also be removed. So that doesn't apply all the time. So let's leave it at that for today. So this pepiya, I opened a can of worms with pepiya. All right. Okay. So we got one more question. Let me think about it. I don't want to spend more time in the class today. I will come back to you next time. But Vasu is right. What has happened is that that young look has happened. Now, when young pratyaya is used, then only atmanipadam can be used. Then only by the anudatta nyata atmanipadam, then only atmanipadam can be used. Atma ane padam can be used. Pratyaya can be used due to 1.3.12 anudatta nyata atmanipadam. But when young look is done, when young look is done by young look is done by 2474, then parasnipadam has to be used again. Then parasnipadam has to be used.
Satishji,
yes.
If you are referring to Sannipata Lakshano Vitirana Animittam Tat Vigatasya, it is not a Nitya rule. It is
all these paribhashas are not exactly 100%.
Yeah, it is Anityam. Bhattoji uses it several times to say that.
I know. He has said that it's Sannipata Lakshana Vidhi, Animittam Tadvigatasya. So that these paribhashas, they are, this offers a slightly different variation, but they are, Anitya Karyani. Then Parasya Padam by 1-3 steps. So keep this in mind. If you're suspecting a young look prayogaha, then then we have to have parasmapadam. Now, in fact, in some of the places, like if you see a form like vari vartate, I don't want to sidetrack too much, but vari vartate, it is not a correct form. Vari vartate, because if you do young look, sometimes people use the form vari vartate. This is not a correct form, because if you do young look, vivritya, so you'll not get the atmanipadam after that. So it has to be only parasmapadam. If we have to use the young look, only parasmapadam should be used. But then how come in pepiyamanam then we are using shanachya? Because tangana atmanipadam. Because this is because the pratyaya yak came in there now. So bhavakarmanoho. So bhavakarmanoho was the one that we used. But in pepiyamanam, the atmanipadam is not because of the young, but because of the yak pratyayaha, by bhavakarmanoho. In pepiyamanam, the shanach is used because of 1-3-13. 1-3-13. 1-3-13. Because of tangana vatmanipadam pepiyamana. What applied is, we applied 1-3-13. 1-3-13, which is bhavakarmanoho. Because a passive form, it doesn't matter what the dhatu inside was, Even though the young look antam dhatu will take the prasyapadam only, when we got a passive form, then because of pratyaya yak, we applied yak because of the yak pratyaya, not because of the young pratyaya. So it's used. So again, we have to go back to atmanipadam pratyaya. Okay, anyway, that was completed from last time. So thank you, Vasu. You're going to be looking young from now on. You're the master of looking young look.
Thank you for this.
So you got a new youth. Nutanam yauvanam praptam bhavata. Vyakarana dvarena. You got Nutana yauvanam now. He's going to be looking young look.
Your second in command, Kalpeshji, has to second.
Yeah, he seconded. All right, so let's get. Yes.
Sadhiji, buy me book 2, page 637, where this is given, where page 639, right? Buy me book 2. He says that tataha pratyaya lakshanena yangandatva.
639, Kalpesh. I think your voice is cracking up a little bit, but
yes,
I'm there. 629?
639.
39, okay.
39.
39. Okay, what does he say?
He says tataha pratyaya lakshanena, this is Lagu says, lakshanena yangandatva dvitvam abhyasa karyam. So pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam.
Pratyaya lakshanam is being used to the abhyasa karyam. Correct. So pratyaya lakshanam, correct. So now, so that's not anga karyam, I guess. Because you know what, correct. Yeah. Because see, in the sanyangoho, in sanyangoho, what we have in 619, we have a shashti. Not a saptami in sanyangoho.
Saptami, yes,
correct. So that one is fine. So pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam. So 619, can we put that also note? Okay, good. So that one can be done. But then the only question remaining then is that, the question about the karyam when we did the gumasthaga pajhati samhali, right? That was, so pratyaya pratyaksham is fine, but we need a pratyaya which is, so maybe it was already done before the, there I would still say that nimittasya paya, nimittikasya paya is anityam.
Okay.
So I think that one is my guess for the time being. Otherwise, you can say it was antarangam already was done, abhyasa was done, now the dhatu is formed. Now young look takes place. We can undo that part of it. But let me put this one here, which is that even in young look, so let me put that one also. Again, we're doing the young look, which you're not planning on doing. This is not covered in the book, so don't worry about it too much. But so the 619 applies in 619 applies in the case of young look also. In the case of young look by the young look on because of pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam, because the young is still pratyaya is still there, even though it's taken lopa, it is still there because of pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam. So we can only angakaryam we cannot do. So this pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam 1162 is still coming in that 1162 pratyaya lope pratyaya. Thank you, Kalpesh. 1162. Okay, let's start with the homework. So maybe we'll come back to this again next time. Okay. Now, who wants to do the homework? Let's see. Who wants? Let's see. Indu. Indu, you want to start, Indu? Go ahead. You've repeatedly, not you, but somebody has repeatedly. Order of the king. Okay. So now let's get home. Repeatedly transgressed. What dhatu do you want to use here?
I used atikrama.
Atikram. Atikram. Okay. Let's say ati plus kram. So let's do the ati out of it. So kram. Kram. Again, I think all our answers we should check against the dhatu vritti. So let's open dhatu vritti. Let's see atikram, where the dhatu kram is given. Once we form the dhatu shesham karyam sukaram, remaining is going to be easy work for us. Once we form the dhatu, which is the yanganta dhatu. So repeatedly, because that sutram, which is 3122, kriya samubhihare is, punah punah atva bhrusham. So okay, dhatu kram, atikram, kram. Okay, I think this dhatu kram, kramu pada vikshepe, it's Bhuhadi Gana. It's on page 168 of the Ramlar Kapoor Trust book. So 168. Okay, 168. Now what were the steps here? You want to do them for us to do? 168, get the Yanganta. I'll read you from what is here. It says the Sankramayati, Sankramate, Ote. Okay. Chikram Sate. Okay, let's see. Swayameva Chikramishate. Let me give 1 second, okay? I think I found it here. Krantaha, Kramshyante. Okay. Did you find it there? Chikramishate. No, I don't want that. I want the Sankramyati.
I don't find it.
Okay, let's see. Kramayati, kramukada vikshepe, kramyad, ashi, ling, kramyati, kramyatu. Okay, chankramyate. Chankramyate is what is given. Chankramyate. Okay, so let's see. So chankramyate. Okay, let's grab that form. So let's take dhatu kram plus we skip some basic steps now. Use 3122. So let's start from that. So kram plus 3122 we use pratyaya. I guess one time we'll do it again in detail because anyway this is for the last class for the young. So 3122 dhatu rekacho haladehe kriya samubhihade young. Okay. Then any karyam here between kram and young, there's no gunaha, there's no iragamaha, there's nothing here, right? So now we do the abhyasa karyam, which is of course by 619 sangyangoho. So then what do we have? We get kramya plus kramya. If you use 619 sangyangoho. And after that, now, of course, haladishesha. So we get ka plus kramya, haladishesha. And then will come a special rule, right?
Then kuhoschuhu you can do it, right?
Yeah, we can do. Yes, very good. We'll just do that also. Yeah, always forget that. The kuhoschuhu. Let's do it. So let's make it cha kramya. So we have done haladishesha. Haladishesha by 7460, haladishesha and also 7462, kuhoschuhu. So you have to finish this samanya abhyasa karyani samapya, tat paschadeva yang sambandhi abhyasa karyani kartavyani. So finish all these basic rules, then only go to the special rules. So let's go there. Let's see what is the vishesha karyam. Now we should start from 7482, which is guno yang lukoho. I think, how about this one? 7485?
Yugato 85.
Yeah. Yugato no nasikantasya. So nuk. Nugato anunasikantasya. Nugato no nasikantasya. So let us look at 7485, which is the nuk agama is going to come over here. Nuk. Okay, so 7485, this one is going to say anunasikantasya angasya yo abhyasaha. So abhyasa of anunasikantam angam dhatu kram, ending in is makara. tasya akarantasya nuk agamo bhavati yang lukoho parataha. Of course, by adyantau takitau becomes the antya vajavaha. So, and before that, you have to do the upadesha jananasika it halantyam. So, nakara avashishyate. So, now it becomes, so 7485, and then we are going to get the form chan, correct?
Chan. Yeah.
Chankramya. Chankramya. Nugato nasikantasya. So chankramya. Again, sutram here is 745. Nugato nasikantasya. The young antam, you have to remember this set of rules. 7482, 7490. If you can do that, these are, then it becomes easy. 7490. That's a special karyam. Okay. So now what's the next step here? 740.
Nascha padantascha jali.
Yeah, nascha. Let's first put this one over here. Put the adyanta or takitau, and of course you have to use the upadesha nasika it in the nuk agamaha ukarasi sanya tatpaschad halantyam kakarasi sanya and becomes nakara vashishyate anubandha lope nakaro vashishyate. Then as Indu is saying, when we do the tripadi karyam, we'll have to do nascha padantasya jali anuswaraha anuswarasi parasavarnaha chankramyate. I'm going to put the form chankramyate because we cannot do tripadi karyam unless we get the padasanya. Padasanya. So I'm just going to put like this chankramyate. Okay, but this is only the lat rupa I'm putting here. Samanya rupam chankramyate. So this is by 8324 nascha prantasya jali tat paschad anuswarasya parasavarnaha. Okay, now let us do the homework, which is you have transgressed. So now how would you get the verb from here? What verb you want to use? If you want to use tvam, then what form you will use Indu? Like, alabhatha, right? Is that like, because remember I said, once you form the yangantam rupam, you think of the dhatu labha becomes, alabhatha, right? The pratyaya is thas, isn't it?
Thas, right.
So thas. So what would be the form here then? We want ati plus chankramyathaha. Correct?
Yeah.
So the verb will be ati chankramyathaha. Atya chankramyathaha. So ati plus the ad agamaha by lung lang rung shvarudataha. Ati ad agamaha. And then puts the dhatu chankramya pratyaya is thas. Thas because of 3, 4. So we are skipping some steps over here. Chankramya thaha. Chankramya thaha. Kramya thaha. Kramya thaha. I'm sorry, this Chankramya thaha. Okay. So of course yes. Yes, Dr. Kritish.
Sudhiji, sorry, in the previous one, right, in this chankramyate,
yes.
Chankramyate,
correct.
There is a sutra, three which this for kramu,
okay,
which becomes, shan, it will come in optionally.
Yes, correct.
Because of young, we cannot apply that sutra, right?
That because this is a new dhatu now. Okay, what number is that? What Kalpesh is talking about is that we can apply. We're talking about
3170. Yeah.
3170. What Kalpesh is talking about is 3170. See, below Kartari, we have used Kartari Shap has been used particularly here. We took some shortcuts here. What happened here was that we used Kartari Shap. When we go through all the steps here, which I'm not putting on the board anymore, we got the pratyaya lung by the anajatane lung. So if you go through all the steps, we got 3, 2, I think 1, 1, 1, which is anajatane lung. Then anubandha lopaha by the upadesha jananasika halantyam lakara vashishyate. Then we did lasya. Then came tiptasji. So we did 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, which I didn't put on the board, and we got 3, 4, 78 tiptasji. Because we have a yanganta dhatu, as I mentioned, because of anudatta nita atmanipadam, kevalam atmanipadam sambhavati. Therefore, we chose the pratyaya thas. Now, at that point, kartari shap comes. Kartari shap sarvadhatuke. The pratyaya thas has a sanya of sarvadhatukam because things is sarvadhatukam. So, kartari shap comes. What Kalpesh is saying is that how about this one? Va, bra, these set of dhatus, bhrasha, so these dhatus, 3170, they take the pratyaya shan optionally. But that's only when the shuddha dhatu. Shuddha dhatu, because divadi, this dhatu kram is mentioned, kramu is mentioned in here, dhatu kramu is mentioned. Let's look at 3170 for a second, what Kalpesh is saying. 3170, if you look at the vritti of that 3170, which is these set of dhatus, they take the shan or the shap optionally. Shan or shap optionally. Shan or shap optionally. So it says, ebhyaha shan va karturthe sarvadhatuke pare. So dhatu bhrash, bhlash, bhramu, and then kramu. Kramu is in here. But as Kalpesh said, that only applies when you have the shuddha dhatu, not when you have the yangantam. In yangantam, we get a new dhatu sanya, new dhatu by sanajanta dhatavaha. So this will not apply. So 3170 won't apply here. But good to remember that dhatu kram is in that list, so it won't come here. Now, so anyways, let me put some numbers in here, which is we just talked about that. Let me put 32111, which was the pratyaya lang, anajatane lang, and after that anubandha lopaha, of course tiptarji as usual. And then rutta visarga, I think you know how to make the visarga by now. So sasajusho ruhu and karavasana visajani, I won't put that in. So atya chankramyathaha. Atya chankramyathaha. Okay. Remaining thing, Indu, want to finish it off now? The remaining should be easy. What should we do it now? You have repeatedly translated the order of the king.
Do it two ways. Tvam rajnyaha ajñam.
Rajnyaha ajñam. Nrupatehe ajñam. So nrupatehe adeshaha. So bahava shabdaha sambhavanti. We can put a lot of words over here. Let's get one simple form is here. Tvam is understood, by the way. Tvam is understood.
Right.
You say achankramyathaha. The karta can only be tvam. But why? Because of this
Madhyama
Purusha Ekvachanam. So where we go to 1-4 laf parasnai padam tingasti trini vibhaktischa, here it is, which is the yushmadyupapade samadhikarane sthaninyapi madhyamaha. So only yushmad can be used with the Madhyama Purusha. Madhyama Purusha means only yushmad can be the karta of that. Nobody else. So yushmad is ekavachanam, so it has to be tvam, so we can put tvam in brackets now. So tvam, let's do that. So tvam, okay, you can say bhupatehe ajñam. Okay, we can go with that. Bhupatehe ajñam chankramyathaha.
Ati also I got to put, right?
Which said, yeah, Ati, I'm sorry. Atya chankramyathaha. Yes, sorry. I'll change that. Good. I'll change that to that one. Let's do sandhikaryam also now. Okay, so when you do sandhikaryam, what will we get? We will get the, so let's do some, so bhupate rajñam. We'll make it bhupate rajñam. Ajñamati, anyamatya chankram. Let's put it like that. So sandhikaryam, when we do, you're going to get tvam bhupate rajñam. So let's make it bhupate rajñam. Okay, bhupate rajñamati atya chankramyathaha. Ajñamatya chakramyatha. Ajñamatya. Okay, chankramyathaha. This will be the final form. The first example will be like this. Chankramyathaha. Okay. Bhupate rajñam atya chankramyathaha, final form, because it's got subject, object, verb, right? So subject was tvam is understood. The object is ajñam, that is having bhupate shashti sambandha behind it. So bhupate has to be put behind ajñam. Then atya chankramyathaha, of course upasarga goes before the dhatu, and then the adagama actually comes, the upasarga is a patak padam. So the adagama will go right before the dhatu, which is the chankramyathaha. Did you get it right here? Any object?
Satishji,
Yes.
Satishji,
Yes.
on Bhupate Rajñam, when you bump into this kind of this one, can that be combined as a samasa?
No, bhup only, no. This is only sandhi karyam. Don't confuse the two. Sandhi and samasa are two different things.
No, I understand that, but the thing is, when you want to use that, can you get rid of the pratyaya, supratyaya, and then make it one word like Rajagya?
No, only, yeah, Bhupati is a compound, yes. Bhupati is a compound.
Yeah. And then can you combine it with Ajna?
No. Ajna is Pruthak Padam. But how do you know that? Because you have a Shashti Ekvajam Pratyagnyas being used over here, right? See, how do you know what's a compound, what is not a compound? Because inside a compound, you have basically Supo Dhatu Pradipitakayoho Supluk.
Yeah, I am asking whether it can be elided, and then you can make it like a Rajan, Ajna, Rajagnya.
Oh, you want to make another compound. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to Bhupatyagnyam. You can do that. Yes, you can do that, yes. But since you are not done compounds, you're living a lot of time. Yes, you could combine Bhupati with Ajna, make it another Shakti Tatpurusha and make it like that. But right now we're not making big compound because we're not done compounds yet. It could have been done, yes. You can say Bhupatyagnyam Matyachankramyathaha. Ityapi Vaktum Shakyate. Yes, correct. You could combine that, but then of course this Pratyagnyas will go away. You get Bhupatyagnyam, you get one single compound. That could have been done, yes. Could have been done. Correct. That can be done. But as it stands, this is only a sandhi here. Bhupati is a compound. Bhupatehe and Ajna is Pruthak Pade, different words. So, okay, next one, Vasu, is easy one for you. Speak distinctly. What do you want to use? So Vasu, this one, yes. This is speak is what you want to do. So you just want to put Vada, Dhatu, Vad. I don't know why this is in this lesson. I don't know why it's coming in this lesson. But I would say Dhatu Vad become Vada, right? Vada. So, so what do you want to use?
Uchyatam. Uchyatam.
So you can keep it Kartari. Uchyatam is would be passive. So that'll be Spashtam Vada. So Spashtam Vada you can say that will be Kartari. Spashtam Vada. If you want to Spashtam Uchyatam will be let it be spoken clearly. Spashtam Vada. Now let's see who we can call somebody for this. Now Dhatu Vad, I put the pratyaya, of course skip some steps here, put the pratyaya lot, and then after that we got the Lasya Tipta Ji, pratyaya Sip came in here, then the Shap came in there, we got Va, the Sip, and then Serya Picha. Let's see, Indu, you want to give sutras for here? Serya Picha. What sutra will that be?
3480.
Very good. Yeah, so in fact, the Serya Picha will happen even before the Pratyaya Shapkan, because at 3.4, the work in 3.4 should be done, because Loto Langvat Serya Picha, 3.487 Serya Picha. So India, with the Pratyaya Sip gets the Adesh of He, and that now becomes Apit. Of course, right now there's no Guna Karyam to be done in this particular form, but Serya Picha 3.487. So we should be doing 3.487 even before doing Kartari Shap. So 3.487. Maybe let me just put here some simple rules, which is 3.478 we did. Then we did 3.487. After that came Kartari Shap 3.168. And what about the Lopa of the He?
Atohe.
Where will that be?
I think that's 6.4.
Angasyadikara. Atohe 6.4.105. So when the Angam mentioned in the Akaraha, Adantadangasya Uttarasya He Pratyasya Lopo Luk Bhavati. So Atohe. Let's look at 6.4.105 if you want to look at it for a second. Atohe. Important sutram. Like Patha, when you say Gacha, all these are, doing the look of the He Pratyaya. Atohe. Ataf Parasya Hair Look. Takes the look. So 6.4.105. So let's put that in here. So 6.4.105. This was a special sutram. 6.4.105. Atohe. As I always say to you, look at the domain of each sutram. It's a Prabhava Kshetram, which is when does it apply, to where does it apply. Now, of course, 3.4.78 applies in every single Rupam. This one applies in all the 3.47. This is also quite special, Serya Picha. That was applying when you have the Pratyaya Sip used in the lower Lakara only. So now we're coming to smaller domains. Kartari Shap, of course, has a very large domain. And this one, atohe, has even smaller domain because that only applies when you have adantamangam. These are the ones which are hard to remember because you have a smaller domain, but they are used relatively frequently. That's why you have to make the effort. So 6415 atohe, so let me put these ones over here. How about the spashtam vada? How can we say spashtam is what is the vibhakti here in the spashtam vada?
Is it dvitiya ekvachanam?
Dvitiya visheshanam napumsakalinga. But this is a kriya visheshanam. This is a kriya visheshanam. Kriya visheshanam. So there we have, I think we talked about this before, is that under 2.4 when Panini talks about in the section where, see, Panini does not cover the linga, the linga vicharaha kriyate. Sampurnataya ashtadhyayam na kriyate. So Panini does not give the lingam of word. There is an appendix to the ashtadhyaya called the linganushāsanam. Linganushāsanam, where Panini talks more detail about the lingam. But he does talk some a little bit, and there he has a section which says it starts from here sa napumsakam. So he does bring in the linga vicharaha, and then amvye bhavascha. So an amvye bhava compound will have napumsaka lingam. So that under amvye bhavascha there is a vartikam. Kriya visheshananam napumsakatvam karmattam cha ishyate. So when you have a kriya visheshanam, that can take into a napumsaka lingam. Can also, and there is also a part of Veda there, so it can also be napumsakam. So kriya visheshananam chaklibata ishyate karmattam mityapi kvachit. So the kriya visheshanam, they will take, like it says, it says when you say sukham jivati, he lives happily, samam dhavati, which is the example which I give all the time, he runs evenly, and so on. So these are taking, so 3, 2, 4, 18 vartikam will have to be used, and otherwise you can also use a tritiya ekvachanam, but you can say, so 2, 4, 18 can be used, the vartikam, to justify the kriya visheshanam, that will give kriya visheshanam, kriya visheshananam, klibata ishyate, kriya visheshanam. Okay. Otherwise, we could have also said spashtataya vada. Now how can we tritiya here now? Spashtataya vada. There's another way to do it. Spashtataya vada. Spashtata means clarity. Spashtataya means speak with clarity, speak clearly. Spashtataya. Okay, the pratyaya here has been used is the tasya bhavas tatalav. You take the adjective spashta means clear, add the pratyaya tal to that to make it into thatness. So spashta means clear, spashtata means clarity. Spashtata means clarity. The Tatisa pratyaya comes in 51119, like laguta, guruta, tasya bhavastatalau, and of course we add the ajadyata shtap, akastam and dirgha to make it spashtata. And the spashtataya is also a vartikam. Is also a vartikam on, I think, 2.3.18. 2.3.18. So when we use tritiya vibhakti is used like that to make a kriya visheshanam, that's the vartikam on 2.3.18. 2.3.18. When the first sutra, when Panini talks about tritiya vibhakti, as I said too many times, the vibhakti assignment has to be done in 2.3. No matter what you do, is that tad vidhayakam sutram dvitiyasya dhyayasya tritiya pade bhavet. It has to be in the third pada of the second chapter. And when under this there will be a vartikam, which is the prakritya. See, it is titiya vidhane prakrityadinam upasankhyanam. Titiya vidhane prakrityadinam upasankhyanam. Is that in the tritiya vibhakti, when that is prescribed, these words prakriti etc. have to be included. So these are like the idiomatic / adverbial titiya. So prakritya abhirupaha, he is naturally very good looking. Somebody is good looking naturally. Prakritya darshaniya, is worth looking at. He is naturally, so prayana yajnikaha for the most part. Prayana vayyakaranaha, he is a grammarian for the most part. So gargyo asmi gotrena, so by gotra I am gargyaha. So here he says samena dhavati, he runs at an even keel, evenly he runs. So this is also a vartikam. We can use tritiya. And these are very common forms. These are very, very common forms. So we have to know these kind of loopholes. to justify these, So you can use 2, 3, 18 Vartikam, or 2, 4, 18 Vartikam. These are two different ways. So Spashtataya Vada is I'm using the 2, 3, 18 Vartikam. 2, 3, 18 Vartikam. Under Sutram which Kartakarnayo Tritiya. Tasmin Sutre Patitam Vidam Vartikam. So this also 2, 3, 18. This also can be used as okay. Let me put these in brackets maybe to make it a little bit clear. And the Sandhikaram should be Spashtam.
So you're not going to do Vitiling won't work here, Satishji?
This is Ajnapaka, right? Lot.
Ajna.
Ajna means lot, I think we use.
Lot is.
Lot, I think is because when you use what would the Vitiling form Vadehe, right? Right? Is that what you want to use? Vadehe?
Vadehe, right.
Like like Vadet, so Vadehe.
Right,
When we use that, it feel like Satisha Sutram, right? that the Vitiling is could, ought, would, or would, should is ling vaksavya. So when you use ought, might, may, could, should, ought, these go into Vitilings. So one should speak, you should speak, you ought to speak, you may. I mean, you could use it because in fact, let's go there for a second. What does Panini say? Which sutram are we talking about for the Vidiling? Let's see, all this. This is what's called the Lakarartha Prakriya. Lakarartha Prakriya. Panini does in the 3.3 towards the end. Panini talks about when these which lakar do we use in what meaning. There's a long sutram there. This is Vidhi Nimantrana Mantrana Adhishta Samprashna Prarthaneshu Ling and Lot Cha. So Ling and Lot have a complete overlap, so to speak. But in the usage wise, Abhidhanat, the usage is such that Lot is generally used in the Ajna, while this Vidhi is used in sense of could, should, ought, might, may, those are the meanings. So yeah, Vidhi can be used, but I think Lot is probably better. For Sandhikaram, you say Spashtam Vada, you do Anuswara, we have Spashtataya Vada, will be this thing. So we can, and when you Sandhikaram, you make it Spashtam Vada, you make it the Anuswara, Monuswara. Okay, let's take the next one. It says, this merchant sells sweet fruits. I don't know why this is in this lesson. I don't know why. Asmin Adhyaya Kasmat Prishtam na janami. But anyway, let's do this. So this merchant, let's see, Anuji is here. Let me give Anuji a chance. Okay. Yes, Anuji, you want to try this one? This.
Okay, I'll try Satyaji.
Okay, now we say from Vanij.
Yeah, from Vanij Pradipadikam, you get Vanik.
So Vanik, so Ayam Vanik. Ayam Vanik, and then sweet fruits.
Yeah, I am Vanik, Madurani Palani, Vikrinati.
It will be Vikrinati or Vikrinite. What do you want to use? Vikrinati atva Vikrinite. Kim asti sadhu rupam. So Kataram, Katarat, Kataranno gari, right? So Katarat sadhutaram rupam, which is the better form. Which of the two, Katarat, is the better form? Okay, to answer this question, we have to go to 1.3 and Panini has any rules where, he says that, so let's first go to Dhatu part itself, see what the Dhatu Kri is, right? So this is the first Dhatu, of course, the Kriyadi Ganaha. Kriyadi Ganaha, this is the Prathama Dhatu. So Kriyadi Ganaha, bring
I have some audio problem now and then.
Okay, it's okay. I can mute you. It's okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you, but there's some background.
Oh, good. Okay.
It says
Kri is to buy, right? Kri is to buy.
Yeah, Dravya Vinimay, Dhatu Patha, Dravya Vinimay, to exchange, to barter, or to buy also. So see page 661. So let's see there in that, do you have any sutram for? So this Dhatu actually has the Cha Varga Panchama as an it. So because it's really Ubhayapadi Dhatu, because now let's go to 1.3 and see this sutram, because around 1374, thank you. 1374 is that, not 74, 72.
Oh, 70, yeah, that's Nishascha.
So basically this is take an Atmanipadam ending, when Katra Vipraya Kriya Phale, but that's not followed in the language. So only when the fruit of the action accrues to the doer can use Atmanipadam, otherwise Parasyapadam, but that distinction is not followed. So basically it becomes Ubhayapadi. But is there anything special about this? Is there any condition which says that under certain condition it takes Atmanipadam from, let me see here, there might be one. Is there one condition here? If it is not, then, Vikrinati also fine, Vikriniti also will be fine. Vikrinite. Basically, you have to scan the set of sutras which are coming before, between 1, 3, because Sheshat Kasi Parasyapadam can be used, but we already found 1, 3, 72, it has become Vepadi now. So let me just check quickly, okay? Wait me 1 second. I think I have made a list of these dhatus where you have to see if there is any special sutram here, which is the, yeah, this number 21 is there, 21. Kriyo anu samparibhyascha. Let's look at 1321. That might constrain us over here. 1321, because I'm suspecting that there might be a such sutram here. It is 1321. 1321. Kriyono samparibhyascha. So let's say it is, it is Kridu Vihare. I'm sorry. No, one second. No, that's not it. It's 18. I'm sorry. No, that's not the one. I'm sorry. This is Krida, not this Credo. No. Here, Kriya is 1318. Parivyavebhya. So let's look at that one. Vikrin, typos here. So, yeah, Vikrinite, Anuji. So, Vikrinite. Because Priya Phale Siddham Atadam, Akriya Arumarava. So, Pari, Vi, Av. So, Pari, Vi, and Av. When these two upasargas are used, then only Atmanipadam can be used. So, Krinaate Atmanipadam Bhavati. So, Vikrinite. So, only one form. Okay, now then Anuji, what's the sutram here for Vikrinite? So, let's start with this one now. Let us take this 1318. So, only Atmanipadam. So, V plus, so V is upasarga here, and then we use the dhatu Kri. And we use Vartamane Lat, Anubandha Lopaha, Lasya Tipta Ji, and we bring the Pratyaya Ta. Ta becomes Te because of the Ita Atmanipadanam Tere. So what have we done so far? We did the Vartamane Lat, then of course Anubandha Lopaha. Then after that we did Lasya Tipta Ji, and in doing that we first have to consider 1318. 1318, and that Sutram 1318 is saying that Parivyavebhyah kriyaha. In new Sutram, please repeat it 2 times. So Pari, Vi, and Ava, when these are there, Dhatu Kri, the Kri, Dravya Vinimaye will only take Atmanipadam. So that we did that, and so we got the Pratyaya Ta became Te, because so now we got 3478 and then 3479. It's after the Re. Okay. Next step is that. I'll just let's see. You want to finish up Indu? So go ahead. What is the Gana Vikaranam now, Indu? Go ahead.
Shna.
Gana Vikaranam is Shna. What happens under Kartari Shap? Then he goes Gana by Gana Panini. He goes. So first he puts Shan, then because in the Dvitiya Gane it takes the Shluk. So the second Gana, third Gana comes in 2.4. In 2.4 Panini talks about the second Gana, because that's take Luk and the Shlu, elision. So Jihotyadibhya Shlu comes here, Adipapritibhya Shapaha. So the second Gana dhatus are covered in 2472. Third Gana dhatus covered in 2475. And that Pashat, Chaturtha Ganaha Vikaranam, Vidhiyate, Anantarena Sutrena, is Divadibhyashan. So it goes in order 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Katri Shap is default. The The second, third gana is covered in 2.4. Divadibhyash comes in 3.169. Then after that, the fifth gana, which is Swadibhyashnuho, is fifth gana. And then the sixth gana will come the Tudadibhyashaha, sixth. Then seventh is Rudadibhyashnam. And the eighth is Tanadikrimibhya Uhu. And the ninth is Kriyadibhyashna. Of course, that's how these ganas are given the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because of this order in Ashtadhyayi. So Kriyadibhyashna. 3181 we use to get the Pratyashna. Of course, Anubandha Lope, Lashak Vatadjite. This also is Sanya of things is Sarvadhatukam. So we get Na. So we get Na. Okay, so now what's the last sutram we need here? What's the sutram that we need to make Na into Ni now? We're going to Vikrinite.
Vikrinite. That is the one after Shnabdisturataha.
Yes. Is Ihalyagoho.
Ihalyagoho.
Let me finish this one first. I'm sorry. This is 3.1, which is the Kriyadibhyashna. So 3.181, sorry. 3.181 Kriyadibhyashna. And after that, of course, we used Lashakvatadite. Okay, now Ihalyagoho. What happens is that when the pratyaya following is when the okay, let's go there for a second. I'll show what's happening. This is 6, 4, what? 1, 1, 1,
113 maybe.
Yeah, maybe 113 somewhere there. 6, 4, 113. Ihalyago. So Shnabhyasto Rataha is what happens. Pratyaya when following is Kitnit pratyaya follows. Then this Shna and the Abhyastamangam, they will take the Akarasya Lopaha. But Ihalyagoho, which means the pratyaya following is the Khalaji pratyaya, Kitnit pratyaya, as long as Aghoho is not the Gusanyaka dhatu, which we don't have right now, because Gusanyakas are only Da and Dha. Right now with dhatu Kri we have. So then you take the Ikaradesha, of course, alone Chesya becomes Ni. So let's look at this Sutram 64113. 6 is only practice for us. So now we're coming to the end of the book. We can practice all these rules. So let's see what we get. Ihalyagoho. So Shnabhyasya Rataha Eat Syat Sarvadhatuke Kiniti Halado Natughoho. So Ihalyagoho. So 64113. Then we can use 64113. So Ihalyagoho. And of course finally we do the Nattam after that. So you want to do the full thing here. So this merchant, I think Anuj already did that. So Ayam, so we'll do Sandhi Karyam also. Yugapat Sandhi Karyam Kriyate. So Ayam Vanik, Ayam Vanij Pratibadikam, Ayam Vanik. So how will you now make it? If you want to do the Madhurani Phalani, so you want to do Sandhi Karyam there, what will be the Sandhi Karyam then? Vanik plus Ma. Anuj is back. Punaragata. Swagatam. Yes, Anuji.
Yeah, yes, Satyajit.
You have some echo in the back.
I know it's not working properly.
It's okay. If you want, you can call in, by the way, it might work better. So.
But I can hear you now and then.
Yeah, you know, but we have the echo in the back.
Oh, you cut me out when you don't hear me well.
I got a lot of echoes, that's why I was able to do that. So,
yeah.
So anyhow, go ahead. If you want to finish this one, Vanik plus Madhurani. What's the Sandhi Karyam here? Yeronunasiko, right? Yeronunasiko. Vaning. So Vaning, is that correct? Madhurani, Phalani, I'm sorry. Phalani, Vikri, then Ni, Vikrinite. So Ayam Vaning Madhurani Phalani Vikrinite. What do you think, Hindu, is it correct? Or no?
Yeah, it's fine, looks fine.
So Vanik, correct? Because you have Kakara at the end. Yeronunasike no nasikova. So that was 6, 8, 4, 45 maybe?
8, 4, yeah, 46.
I think so, 8, 4, 45.
8, 4,
46.
Yeah, I think 45, I think. So we have a year letter for Anunasika. Become Anunasikova. Then Pratyaya Bhashayam Nityam. But Prayena Bhashayam Nityam. This is Nitya Karya mostly in Bhashayam, non-Vedic, it's almost done. So you actually first you will do Jhalam Jashonte, make it into a Gakaraha, and then do the Jironu Nasikenu Nasikova, Jironu Nasikenu Nasikova. So, okay, let me put that over here. I just put the comment here. So, Jhalam Jashonte, we'll make it into a Gakaraha, Jhalam Jashonte. And then followed by that is 8445. Yero no nasike no nasikova. Yero no nasike no nasikova. Okay.
So this,
okay.
Yes,
So
this question, if it is not appropriate here, in Dhatu Vritti, it is given all the terms like Krinati, Krinitaha, Krinanti.
Yes.
Krinasi, Krinami, Kriniviha, Krinite, Krinate, Krinate, Krinishe, Krinidre, Krinishe.
Yes.
That one thing which confuses me. Because it is Ubhayapati, you can use it both ways, but you pick.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Ubhayapati. So he has given you the the prakriya for. In fact, he has also given Halado ihalyago iti itvam. He has given that also.
Okay. Another question I have is Hihalyago. Sorry.
Before you go that, look at the same page. He also gives the parivya vebhyaha. He gives that also. On the same page in the Dhatu Vritti, on page 661, he's also given a sutra below that. Parivya vebhya iti akarta vipraye api tang. So even when it's not akarta vipraye, he gives tang. So that's sutra that we used over here.
Okay. So that's not desirable. Hihalyago.
Yes.
When you bring in that ikara,
yes,
iti itvam, what is this one about ji jayoho paratvat nityatvat antarangatvat itvat? What is that?
Yes. So what he's saying is that so the pratyaya ji, right? So pratyaya ji. So it is paratvat nityatvat antarangatvat itvat purvam antadeshad bhavayor allopaha.
Allopaha. The akara goes away and the ikara comes.
Akara goes by snabhyastora, right? Snabhyastora. So what he's telling is that now when we have when the pratyaya ji is falling, let us say, right?
Yeah.
You want to form the krinanti form when you want to make, right? So,
what page is it?
On page 661. About the fifth or sixth line over there. So, so when the pratyaya ji or ja follows, ji jayoho, parat. So when we have, let's just do the form krinanti, right? So krinanti. So when you have pratyaya ji following, then what do we use? Do we first use the see the problem that he's trying to explain was is that when we have the form, when you have the pratham purushasya bahuvachana rupam, right? In either Parasripadam or Atmanepadam, we get the following. We get similar steps. We get Kri plus Ganavikaranam, Shna comes plus the Pratyaya. We have Ja now. Ja is coming here.
Plus J, yeah.
Yeah. Now the question is that at this step itself, right? Do you want to use the Ihalya Goho is coming application now? Now it will become Ni, correct?
Yeah.
Also comes the Jonta also is coming now. Jonta also
it's an akara again.
So we want to make it Anti. Now which one do you want to use is his questioning. Because can we use the Ihalya Goho, or should we first do Jonta? Then it will no longer be Haladi. And then can we use the Snabhyastorataha? Which one do we use? Because which one is Parakaryam now? The Parakaryam is the 6-4 Parakaryam, the 64113, which says Ji Jayoho Paratvat Nityatvat Antarangatvat Itvat Purvam Antadeshad Bhavayor Allopaha. So what he's saying is that before doing it, the Jovanta, basically the Nitya Karyam is Jovanta. Jovanta Nitya Karyam. Regardless of what you do, this he says Paratvan Nityatvad Antarangatvad Itvat Purvam anta adeshat. So anta adeshat bhavayor allopaha. So anta adeshat bhavayor. So what happens is that when you do the anta adesha is nitya karyam vastu. That's what he's trying to say, I think, basically. What do you think, Indu, over this one? The question is that do we use the ihalya goho or do we use shnabhyasturata is the question. Now the jivanta adesha vastu is nitya karyam. No matter what you do, the jivanta has to be done.
Yeah.
While
but it will still have Thanivat Bhava, right?
Anal vidhav, but anal vidhav, remember that.
Okay.
Because you cannot take recourse to the jakara which was there and say which is going to be haladi pratyaya. But when you do jvantaha, it will become ajadi pratyaya. Because the Thanivat Bhava only is anal vidhav. So here what we use, that we use 713, because use 713 over here first. 713 because nitya karyam, and after that, then use 64112 shnabhyasturata. Become krinanti. It will not become krini like that. It will become krinanti. So purvam anta adesha. So make it anta adesha purvam. So paratvat nityatvat antatvat itvat purvam. So itvat purvam. So itvat purvam. Itvat purvam. See, also remember one more thing is antarangam bahirangam also, not to spend too much time in the class. But the jontaha is a karyam within the pratyaya ji. It's not an interaction between two pratyayas. So with this, because the shnabhyasturataha ihalyagoho depends on the haladi pratyaya following. So ihalyagoho is interaction between two pratyayas, which is the shna and the ji. While the jontaha is internal to ji. It is not depending on anything outside. That's antarangam also. That's also a point he makes. Paratva, so he says nityatva. So he makes 3 points he makes. Is a paratvat, because the 713 is a parakaryam to 64113. That's point number 1 that he makes. He says nityatvat. Jonta also nitya karyam. Because whether you shnabhyasturataha or whether you ihalyagoho, the jonta nitya karyam. While the 64112, 113 depend on the pratyaya being haladi or ajadi, so they are dependent. So paratvat, nityatvat, antarangatvat. And it's also antarangam because it doesn't depend on two pratyayas, only depend on one pratyaya only. Only the ja is dependent by anta. Itvat purvam. Before doing eat, you do the antadesha. Antadeshad. So antadeshad bhavayor allopaha. So you can make this you make the allopa here also. Allopa here. That's the point he's making. Okay. So nityat paratvat, because 713 is parakaryam, 264113, and also nityatvat because antadesha nityakaryam, and antarangatvat because also depends on ji. So that itvat purvam antadesha. So make it antadesha, and then do the attam after that. Okay. So then did we finish this one here? Ayam vaning madhurani phalani vikrinite. Okay. This is the next one. Let's try that. Enough with your song. I have heard it again and again. You want to try this one, Indu? Go for it. So enough with your song. Use the alam.
Yeah.
Alam.
Alam tava gitaya.
Alam tava gite. No. Alam tava gite. No. So that's straightforward. Alam tava. Alam is in the sense of enough with that. Alam tava gite. No. Alam tava. And do sandhikaryam also. Alam tava gite. No. Tavagitena. It is spashtam saralam. Alam tavagitena. Tat paschat. I have heard this again and again. Okay, so let's do the dhatu shru and do the yangantam form. So we can skip some steps now. So we can now do shru plus let's do it before here. The shru plus yang when we do. So I'll just put the final form here because we've done it before in the class a few times. Become shru.
Shruya.
Is that correct? So shruya.
Shruya. Yeah.
So shruya. So what happened was that maybe I shouldn't have skipped some steps. Okay. So first one we got 3122. because yang pratyaya, right? Then how it become Shruya by what sutram? Dirgha.
We got Akrut
Very
Sarvadhatakayo.
good. Akrut Sarvadhatakayo Dirgha. Akrut Sarvadhatakayo means if you have yakara, which is not a krut pratyaya. Krut pratyaya is only from 3193. Kudating. Kudating, this adhikara only starts from 3193. Kudating. So this pratyaya yang was brought by 3122. So yang pratyaya se krut sanya nasti. Tanha krut sanya. Okay, so akrut sarvadhatakayo. Also ting is sarvadhatakam, ardhadhatakam sheshaha. The yang pratyaya has the sanya of ardhadhatakam. So that because of that we made it shruya. Shruya. Tat paschad abhyasakarya. Sangyangoho. Then we got haladi sheshaha, rasvaha. And then after that we can do guno yang. I hope I didn't go too fast, but we have done this in the class a few times before. So you can go back and revise look up your notes. Is that we got shruya. That has to be finished first. Antarangam. The shruya has to be finished first. Then only you can go to sangyangoho. The sangyangoho. After that, then of course samanya niyamani, samanya niyamaha I should say. Samanya niyamaha, pullinga shabda. So make it we make it raswa, we can do there also. We can do haladi sheshaha. And then of course the guno yang lukoho. So shruya. Okay, so what you want to use here, then I have heard it many repeatedly from. So what you want to use? No, that's the plural. It's a singular form. Singular. Again, in your mind, make use of lava dhatu. So if you want with the the lung lakara with dhatu lab, what is the form? Alabhe, right?
Right.
I have, so alabhe means I found. So here we what? Ashro shruye. So, so will that do it for us? Let's see if can. So I want to put it like this. I want to put a, then sho shru, and just make it ye. Sho shru ye. So I have heard it again and again. Is that okay to you? How's that look?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Because aham you don't need, because this is uttam purushasya ekvachanam rupam, so karta aham eva bhavet. Asman pratipadik ekvachanam. So alam tava gite na asho shruye. Well, I have heard it many times. Okay, then I should put it. Okay, tad asho shruye. I'll put that one. Okay. So tad asho shruye. So I've heard it many times. So how about this now? Let's do that. It's okay. Tadasho shruye. Because I've heard it many times. Alam tavagite na tadasho shruye. Okay, let's take this. So I've heard it many times. How about the next one, which is the when you are depressed, try to laugh at yourself. So when you are depressed, how about depressed? Vishadaha, right? Vishannaha. Ajuna Vishada Yogaha. Vishanna. So Yada Vishannosi.
Yada tada construct, right, for this one?
Yada, yes, Yada tada. So when then, right? So when then. So Yada is, so Yada, I'm sorry, Yada Vishannosi. Yada Vishannosi. Vishannosi. Okay. But you want to form this form san. You want to go through a couple of little grammar here. Dhatu is sad. The sad becomes san by Sutram 8242, which is Tadabhyam nishthato naha purvasya chadaha. Tadabhyam nishthato naha. Dhatu ending in a dakara or a refa, the nishtha takara becomes into a nakara. Nishthato naha. Tadabhyam nishthato naha. 8242. Tadabhyam nishthato naha purvasya chadaha. Not only the nishtha takara becomes nakara, but the prior dakara also becomes nakara. Like klin, tun, bin, san. So now vi san we have. Vi san. How can we get the, so of course this in dhatu pataha, the dhatu is shadl. Shadl. So it has a Murdhanya Shakana Dhatu Pashaha. So Dhatuvadeshastha. Okay, am I going too fast? Okay, let's do this one. So let's first form the which is Sad, Dhatu Sad, take Dhatu Sad and add the Pratya Nishtha, Nishtha. Sad plus Nishthakta, Pratyakta, Nishthakta, of course Anubandha Lopeta. And then we get the form San. Of course the Dhatu Sad, for you check for Iragamaha, it's on it Dhatu. So if you look at the in the Danteshu, if you look at 7 to 10, the Danteshu list, which is Ada Kruda Kida Chida Tuda Nuda Padya Bhidya Vidyati Vinad Vindya Shad Sad. Yeah. So is it any dhatu? Shad Shad Sad. Okay, let's look at this for a second. Give me 1 second because may not be in it. If it's not in dhatu, we have to find some reason why the iragama is not there, right? So I'm looking at 7 to 10. 7 to
It is an anit dhatu.
It is an dhatu, right? Then maybe I have a typo in my book. I couldn't. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check it here, because this list of dhatu, which is in Danteshu, Danteshu. Now, why is it not? On the wrong page. Why is this logo not coming? Kalpesh, are you there? Okay. This is not mapping correctly. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just double check, because the Siddhanta Kaumudi has a better listing of these dhatus. So are you seeing the Murdhanya Shakara in there in your list, Indu? In the Danteshu list, are you seeing the Shatu Shadru?
Not Murdhanya Shakara. I just
Sad is there.
Sad.
Okay,
Sad
I got. Sad is there. Okay.
Sad is there.
Sad is there. Okay, so they put it in the okay.
In the Sad.
Danteshu Adak Shuda Khida Chida Tuda Nuda Padya Bida Vadya Shuda Sad. Okay, I'm sorry. Sad is there. Okay. So 7 Iragama is stopped at 7 to 10. So we are fine. You're right. It's on dhatu. So 7 to 10. We always make a habit to check that. So 7 to 10 along with the 8 to 42. Then what do you use to make it into a 8 to 42? Even before that, I have to remind you that here itself we use Dhatuvadeshastha. Dhatuvadeshastha. Because Dhatu was a Murdhanya Shakara Dhatu in Dhatu Pasha. Dhatuvadeshastha has been used. That will be in 6.1. I think 64, 65, Dhatuvadeshastha. 6.1, 64. So let's put that over here. Dhatuvadeshastha has been used. Okay, now coming down here, when we use Vishannaha, what have we used? We have to get the Murdhanya Adesha for that. Now, as I said, normally what happens is that we can use Adesha Pratyayoho, but because of Sat Padadyoho, Nishedha is done. It is a Padadi Sakaraha. Padadi Sakaraha normally will not take the Murdhanya Shakara Adesha. What I'm talking about is that you look at 8359, which we use all the time, which is the Adesha Pratyayoho. But there is, below that, there is a Nishedha, which is Sat Padadyoho. Sat Padadyoho. So 83111 stops 8359. But then there is a special rule which says Dhatu Sad, as long as the Pratyaya is not Prati. I think it is coming here somewhere.
66?
60 Sadira Pratehe, very good. Sadira Pratehe. If you have Nimittam in the Upasargaha, your Dhatu Sad will take the Murdhanya Adesha, as long as it is not Prati. As long as the Prati is not there, Sadira Pratehe. So we can use 8366, make it Vishannaha. So 8366, we can do that. Actually, there's one more technical thing over here. I don't bring it up in this class, but see, this is a Gati Samasa. Kugati Pradeha. Kugati Pradeha forms a Gati Samasa for Yoga. Kugati Pradeha. So this one is 2, I think 18 is the compound Vishannaha. Kugati Pradeha. And then, and at that point, what happens is that this becomes Visanna as a compound. Visanna is a compound. But still the sun and the Anyway, you know what? Let's not get there. Let's just use this one. We have this sutram because we don't go into too many details. Let's use 8366. 8366. So we'll be fine, and we get vish. And the thing what I was trying to bring up is that when there's a paribhasha which says that gatikaraka upapadanam. So this samasa vajanam prak subutpatte. One more time. Is gati karaka upapada samasa. So gati samasa. I mean, there is some relation like a karaka samasa with tatpurusha samasa, which has some karaka like titya tatpurusha, etc. Or if you have the upapada samasa, then what happens is that before the sup can come, the samasa vachanam can take place before the sup pratyaya comes in there. So then we can, if that is the case, because remember what nisheda that we are using nisheda which is the sat padadyoho. So the 8359 which we are thinking about, this adesha pratyayoho, nisheda for that was sat padadyoho. The nisheda only comes when you have a padadi sakaraha. So sat padadyoho only padadi sakaraha. Padasanya can only come by supting antam padam. But if you form the samasaha before getting the supratyaya, then you don't have the problem with sat padadyoho. The sat padadyoho is a controversial. It has the different problems. Not problem. It has different interpretation of sat padadyoho. So let me just mention that. You leave it at that. Is that you may not even need this 8366 in egati samasa. So that's, if you want to look at details, there is a paribhasha which says gatikara upapadanam samasa vachanam praksubutpatte is the paribhasha. So if you take that in that sense, then we sanna, when we have this sanna is not a padam. So we don't have to worry about the nishedha done by. I hope I didn't confuse you completely, but let's do it one more time. Is 8359 adesha pratyayoho is our default rule, which we can use here because we have vi sanna. So we have the in preceding, we have the adesha sakara because we used the dhatu adeshastaha. This sakara is an adesha. Then only we can use it. So we can use 8359. But the question is that then will the nisheda of sat padadyo come in here or not? Sat padadyoho. And there are a couple of ways to interpret that. Is that if you take the paribhasha and then if you say that it's a gati samasaha, so samasa was done before the sup came in, then we have to worry about 8311 at all. So we're done with 8359. But otherwise, this sat padadyo can be interpreted differently. In which case you do need this one, so then we can go to 8366. So we'll take the long way because we had the sutram sadir pratehe, so 8366. So let's do it that way. I want to mention the paribhasha to you also in case you hear it afterwards, you know what's going on. So 83111 along with 8366. Okay. So what does that make us now? So we got 83111, 8366. So okay. So we got V. V plus we got now the sha. What's the next step? So 8359. This was start by 83.
And then the natvam by stunastu.
Now one second, step by step. Start by 83111, and then we use 8366. Then use 8366. Okay. Now, how about the Dashabhyam known as Samana Pade? Can we use that? Or no?
Dashabhyam.
Can we use that or no?
Can be used, right? Yeah. Samana pada. It can be
Then
used.
what about the C? First of all, then how about the
Also because if it's
wait a minute now, but Vishanna can be, do you have to worry about Naschaprantasya Jali or no? Naschaprantasya Jali, do you have to worry about that? Will it become Anuswara or no? It's only Jali Parataha. We have Vish, Vishanna. So this Nakara is not a Jal. So we don't have to worry about the 8324, Naschaprantasya Jali will not apply here. So we have to be careful now. Because this Sutram 8324, Naschaprantasya Jali comes before the Natha Prakaranam. So it becomes Anuswaraha. You cannot use the 84841 or 842. But in this case, vishanna, when we have this nakara is following, which is not a jal. This nakara is not a jal. So the prior nakara will not get the anuswara adesha. Then we can use 842 and then shunashtuhu. How does that sound to you? Is that okay?
That's fine.
So first use the atkupanum vyavayapi. The only akara is the vyavadhanam. Only akara is there. So between the nimittam of the mudana shakara and the nakara, only the akara is only vyavadhanam. So we can use 842 and then use the 8441, which is tishtunashtuhu. So after all of that, we get the form vishanna. Vishanna. So okay. Now yada vishannosi, when you are depressed, then try laughing at yourself. So what do you use that? Tada.
Tada.
I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong place. Hold on, give me 1 second. I put it in the wrong place. Okay, this one I'll put back there. Give me 1 second. Let's put this back on. Yeah, this one we're talking about with Vasu, about this one. Okay, tada atmanam.
Atmanam.
Okay, then I think he has given the vocabulary here to laugh at yourself. Upahasati, upahasitum.
Right.
Upahasitum, and then tada. Let me put tadatmanam. So make it tadat manam. Manam upahasitum. Upahasitum. And then what do you want to use after that?
I used
How about
pet.
no yata dhatu prayata, right? Prayatasva.
Yeah.
How about that one? Prayatasva.
Oh. Pra, you need a pra before that, is it?
Hey, prayatnam. Yatasva also is fine. Prayatasva. Try. So make an effort to laugh at. So yada vishannosi tadatmanam upahasitum prayatasva. Is that okay? Let me check. How does it sound to you? Because it was said here that when you are depressed, try to laugh at yourself, right? Yada vishannosi tada atmanam parhisutum prayatasva. This is what Anuji has a question to comment. Yes, Anuji, go ahead.
Satyji, if you that Vishi Dantam, what is the prakriya in that? Vishi Dantam, Vishi Dasi. If I were to use Vishi Dasi.
That's the sa becomes seed by pa, gra, dma, etc.
Oh, okay.
Only shiti pare.
Oh, okay.
That will only come, we have like, shap following or shatrupatya following. So Vishidantam midam vakyam. Thank you, Gita. So Gita, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. So I think Uvacha Madhusudanaha. I think chapter 2, what number 1 itself? Vishidantam, yes. Vishidantam. So that Vishidantam is same dhatu, but that's become, because we had the pratyaya, the shap came over there. So we got, sad became seed. But right now we have pratyaya, only kta is coming, so we are not going to get the seed adesha.
If I would use Vishi Dasi, will that work? Yadatam Vishi Dasi.
But then look at the sentence which says that when you are depressed. Okay, still use that. Yada vishidasi. Yada vishidasi. Tada. Atmanam upahasitum prayatasva. Is this okay to you?
Satishi?
Just looks fine to you? Yes. Yes,
yeah. You use the upasarga V, right?
Yes.
That upasarga used to mean what is this one?
Be depressed or downcast,
That so V with the sanna gives you the downcast, right?
The sanna is going to sit. It doesn't mean. So we add to that, So okay. Sad only to sit. Can only mean just to sit can be when you.
Yeah. Can you in the same way you can use nishanna?
Yeah, nishan. Well, let's see. Let's see what Aptaji says. Nisad, Upanishad. That so nisad might be to sit down. May not be to be depressed.
No, it's the opposite, right? If you use nishanna, that means without any this one.
No, no. That'll be nis, not nisha. So let me see. That will not be ni. No, ni will not give that meaning. No, it will not give that. So nishad. Let's see. Nishad. Nishad. I think means to sit down, to recline. To be disappointed also is there. Yeah, we can use that. I think Vishad is better. Even you saw to be devoid, you want to be nis or in a compound. You be careful. Those are two different things. That's not ni. I think ni may not give that meaning of being. Sometimes it might, but I think you're thinking of something different. So nis or nir has to be used. That will be devoid of. Like nissangaha, devoid of attachment. But ni may not give that meaning of being devoid. It can depend on what dhatu you're talking about combining with. But I think in this particular case, I think we are okay with this one. Visa definitely means to be depressed. Okay. Next one is the master was intensely angry with me. Okay, what dhatu you want to use? You want to use krudh?
Kup.
Okay, kup you can do. So let's just check. What form did you get for the yanganta dhatu? What form did you get? Chokupya?
Chokupyata.
Chokupya. Dhatu is chokupya, right? Chokupya. So only the kuhosh chuhu guno yang lukoho, right? That's, I think let me double check the form. Chokupya. So then what will be the form? We can say Swami atva nathaha, angry with me. Now what vibhakti did you use with that?
Saptami.
We have to be careful now because I think I made a note down here for you also. You look at the Sutra 1437. While I'm looking this one up, look at 1437. 1/4 in the Karaka Vibhaga. This Karaka, people don't study Karakas too much, but this is krudha, draha, irshya, suyarthanam, yam pratikopaha.
Right.
So that will take the
Sampradana Sanya.
Sampradana Sanya. So that's 1437 Sampradana, then Chaturthi Sampradane. So what will be the final form you want to give it to us? Swami atva nathaha, mayyam atva me achokupyata. How about that? So we can only use Atmanipadam. Achokupyata. So kupakrodhe, I'm on page 561. Let's double check our form. So all these derived dhatus, good to check your form because there are a lot of rules sometimes can kupakrodhe kupyati. He also gives there, by the way. Devadattaya kupyati. He says that iti kopa vishayasya sampradanatvam. So devadattaya kupyati dhatu vrityam on page 561. Devadattaya kupyati. Okay, so Swami mayyam atva me atva nathaha. Swami natha you can use different things. Okay, so we'll put it like that. So how about nathaha? So nathaha. So natho.
Prabhu is okay too, right?
Prabhu is fine. Prabhu is fine. So you become Prabhur. So mayyam atva me, and then okay, let's do sandhikaryam. Let's do sandhikaryam. So mayyam chokupyata atmanipadam. How does it look to you? Looks okay. So natho mayyam chokupyata. So here I just put this. What we have used basically is, won't put all this. We have used the chokupyata haladisheshaha, and then we have used the kuhoshchuhu, and of course the guno yang lukoho. So natho mayyam chokupyata. You can use Prabhu, you can use Swami, you can use me instead of mayyam. You are a wanton young man. I think he's given this one in the vocabulary. He's given the form swairaha. Just look at apteji for a second. Apte, so swairaha.
Oh, it said swaraha. I couldn't understand what it was.
Yeah, it's a typo there. I'm sorry about that. It's a typo. So it says swairaha. So let's have that. Swairaha. So adjective swairaha. Following one's own will. Self-will, wanton, uncontrolled. Okay. So what will be the final form here now? So you are a wanton young man. So tvam, right? Swairaha, yuvasi. How about that? Young man, yuvan, paripadikam. Will that be fine, Indu? What do you think? What did you have, Indu? Your volumes are working. Tvam swairaha. yuva asi, yuvan pratipadikam, yuva asi, so will become toim swairo yuvasi, okay, let's put a couple of sutras down here, then we can go to the next one. So make it, of course, monuswaraha, then of course make the sandhi by hashicha, so swairo yuvasi. Okay. Now, are you there, Indu?
Yes, Satish, I came back.
Okay. Now, okay, Anuji has a comment. Let me see what she has to say. Yes, Anuji.
Satyaji, will it be swairi or is it swairaha?
Swaira adjective, so it becomes
Tvam swairi.
No, swaira is always an adjective. You don't need the pratyaya after that to become a swairin. So you don't have to use the ditha form. Swaira himself is an adjective. See, if you look at this, just saw, it's an adjective already, swaira. So we don't need to make anything more out of that. So swaira refers to one who is wanton, already swaira. So what are you thinking? Thinking of making swairin?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Swairin and swairi.
It already gives following one's own will or fancy is an adjective already, you know. So I think we can just some you have heard. He's swaira gatihi. Swaira gatihi means swaira gati is one who's, you know, means self-willed motion. So we can just use the adjective, you know. Okay.
Satishi,
Yes. How was the last
I thought this swar was some problem with it, so I went ahead and tried to get another word for wanton. I got kamukaha. Would that be alright or would that be wrong?
Yeah, kamuka was like lusty more, you know.
Right, it's more lusty, right?
Yeah, lusty, passionate, you know. That you can use it, but I think this one is better. You can use swetcha, you know.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, swetchachari. You can use different words can be used. So it's one who follows his own, you know. So we can let's see if you can use those kind of words. We might be, I guess, swa. Under swa, he doesn't give the word icha, compound, swadhinaha. How about swadhina has a good meaning though, under control. So we don't want that. Let's see, swetcha, self-will, own inclination. Okay, how about this one? Swechacharaha. Can you use that? You want to try that one? Swechacharaha. One who has his own, does what he likes. Swechacharaha.
Yeah, that's good.
That could have been used.
Right.
Swechacharaha. Swechacharosi. Swechacharo yuvasi. Okay, now yuvan. Let's see. Okay, I have a question here. One more question, comment. Yes, sir. Hiralal. Yes, go ahead. Hiralal, your hand is up. Is there a mistake? Okay. Okay. Anyway, your hand is up, so I unmuted you, but I cannot hear you. So I'll keep you unmuted. If you have a question, you can type also. Okay, Hiralal? Okay. Indu, how about Yuva? What is the prakriya there? What is the Rajan?
Yuvan Pratipadika.
Yuvan Pratipadikam. So then Anuji's copyrights are coming in. So yes, Anuji. I got to respect the copyrights, you know. So
Okay.
yes, Anuji, go ahead. Yuvan. So what we use 648, correct?
Oh, yeah, 648.
648, which is the 648.
Sarvanamastane.
Yeah, Sarvanamastane Chasam. And after that we use the Nulapa Paribadikantasya, right?
Yeah, 8 to 7.
8 to 7. But then how can we do the Akasama Dirgha after doing 8 to 7 here? Then Yuvasi, I did Akasama Dirgha after doing 8 to 7. How could I do that? Remember 8 to 2, Anuji? 8 to 2, Sutram. That the Nakar Lopaha done by 8 to 7 is asiddham only in certain circles. So na lopaha, sukswara sanya. So when you want to do the akasami dirgha sandhi karyam, it's not in the sukswara sanya suk vidikriti. So
It comes in Rajan Shabda, right? Yeah.
So Rajan becomes Raja,
Sabda.
but once you make Raja, that Nakar Lopaha should be a Siddha for the prior sutra, right? So if we say Raja Si, we say Raja, you are a king, Raja Si. How can we make Raja Si? Because with Nakar Lopa we did by 827, Purvatra Siddham. Then how can 61101, look at the Nakar Lopa? Because of 822 is this Niyamartham Sutram. So it's a Niyamartham. This Niyama Sutram says Nakar Lopaha will be asiddha only in these operations. Sup, Swara, Sanya, Tup, Vidishukati. Any other operations, the Nakar Lopa becomes Siddha. So that's why we can apply 61101 even after 827. That's the reason why. So, okay, so let me put that in here. So 822 is a Niyama Sutram for 827, for 821 I should say. 822 limits 821. Limits 821. Nakar Lopa becomes Siddha again for Akasami Dirghaha. So hence hence 61101 can be used. You should always think about that. So this 822 is important sutram. The moment you do 827, always think of 822. So the moment you do 827, always think of 822. So after 827, always think of 822. Always think of 822, which is the Nalopaha Supswasanya Vidishukriti. Okay, are we okay with this now? Indu, what do you think? Finally, we okay? Tam Swairo Yuvasi, Tam Swairo Swechacharo. Okay, I'll put it down here. Swechacharo Yuvasi. Okay, Swechacharo Yuvasi. All right, next one was in the still night we heard the soft hymns sung by the inhabitants of the forest. Okay. Now, in the still night, he has given the still. He has given stimita, right?
Stimita he gave, yeah.
So stimitayam nishayam. Is that okay? In the still night, stimitayam nishayam. Then we. Is that okay?
Single. Right.
In the still night, right?
Right.
So sti, mi, ta, yam, nishayam. So that one is kind of straightforward. Nishayam. Okay. Then we heard. So the okay. The soft hymn, you can say stotram. So you can say mruduni stotrani. How about mrudu?
Komalani stotrani I used.
Komalani stotrani, that's fine. Sung, so by inhabitants of the forest. So you can say, how would you say? Vanasya.
I did Vanasya Nivasitaihi Janaihi.
How about Nivasin? Nivasin you want to do? Nivasin. Nivasin is one who dwells, right?
Right.
So Vane Nivasi. So Vane Nivasibhi Geetani Komalani Stotrani Vayam Ashunma. Let me see what you think about this one. Okay. So Vane Nivasinam. Nivasin. Okay. Nivasibhi. Vane Nivasibhi Geetani. So you can make a sandhi also. Nivasibhir Geetani. Geetani. And say Komalani. We can go with that. Komalani. Geetani. Komalani. Komalani. And then make it Stotrani. stotrani. Then you can say, how about the shrunma? This Google doesn't work. This my font has a problem. I am not able to type sometimes these things. I don't know why it does that. Shrunma atva. You can also make shrunuma. What's the term for this one here? We call this one Hindu by any chance?
No.
The ukar lopaha, which is the ukar lopaha. Anuji has the answer. Maybe she has the answer. Yes, Anuji, you remember this one?
Yeah, almost I have it.
Okay. Under the ato he, right? Utascha pratyaya. So that is the 6-4 under ato he. When we did the 6-4.
105.
Yeah, 105. Below that,
Yeah.
which is the ato he utascha pratyaya sanyoga purvat lopaschasya.
That is the one. Lopaschat, yes. Moho.
Lopaschasyaanyatarasyam moho. Lopascha asya. This is ukaraha. This is pratyay ukaraha. Not sanyoga purvaha. It takes lopaha anyatarasyam moho. So makare. So it says, makare vakare parataha. Let's look at 64107. So 64107. Okay, so let's look at the vritti for that. So asanyoga purvasya pratyaya ukarasya lopo va moho parayoho shunvaha shunuvaha shunmaha shunumaha ashunma ashunuva ashunma. So if you want to finish the sandhikaryam here, so smitayam nishayam vane vasibhir gitani kobalani stotranya shunma. Okay. So do you want to put some sutras here? So let me just, okay, I think the rest of it is Samanya.
Satishji,
Yes.
I have a question here on the use of Gitani. When the English here is the hymns sung by.
Yes. Oh.
So how can we use just the noun form there?
And you can answer Vasu's question. Is a good question. Can you answer this question, Hindu or Anu? So, question which Vasu is asking is that when you say Geetam Geetani, these songs. Now we are saying that Geetani Stotrani, adjective. What is happening here? Now, is this a noun? Is it an adjective? Okay. The answer is as follows, Vasu, is that the same pratyakta is used as this one is an adjective by Sutram Nishtha. Nishtha is used, Nishtha, okay? As adjective form. For example, Maya idam pustakam labdham. This book was obtained by me. Labdha adjective. The same pratyakta can also be used to form neuter nouns. Napumsake bhavektaha. Napumsake bhavektaha. Napumsake bhavektaha.
33114, right?
Yes. So what you say, when you say Geetam as a noun, you're using Napumsake bhavektaha. When you're using it as an adjective, using it nishtha. So the same Geetam can become a noun, also become an adjective, depending whether you're using the nishtha or napumsake bhavektaha. So you say balakasya hasitam, the boy's laugh. The laugh is now a noun. Tasyaha jalpitam, her talk. So these are now becoming neuter nouns. So you be careful. You can get a neuter noun also by the same pratyakta. And also the same pratyakta can give an adjective by the sutram nishtha. So what we have used here is that we have used the nishtha 32102 we have used. You can put it over here 32102. 32102. So that's the answer.
Satyaji,
Thank you.
can we use Vanavasi instead of Vane Nivasi?
Yeah, because we haven't done compounds yet,
Oh, okay.
So we can, if you want, we can use Vanavasi.
But you have taught us 3278.
Yeah, 3278. But
Yeah.
you can that Vanavasi would be a good form to use. Vanavasi. This is a little bit clumsy, Vane Nivasi. But right now we're not done. We can make what Anuj is saying. We can make the upapada samasaha by the word vanavasi. When you say vanavasi, vanavasi. Let me put the number here for the shunvaha, shunmaha. So we used what was the number there again? 64107 was it? Or
Yeah, 107.
107. Lopaschasya nyatrasyam moho. 64107. The rest of it, actually, I think like Gana Vikaranam and all that because we just talked about that. Is the Gana Vikaranam, of course. In fact, let me do one thing here. Let's go below Kartari Shap. Kartari Shab, this Dhatu Shru is Shara-u. So it takes the Adesha Shru. So basically, this Dhatu Shru is in the Bhadigana. It takes the Adesha Shru and takes the Gana Vikaranam Shnu. And the question is that why does Panini put this dhatu shru in the Bhadigana? If you're going to take the shnu pratyaya all the time, then why this is? I think the answer to that is that kochit shap api bhavati. Sometimes you can also get the pratyaya shap. So Panini keeps it in the Bhadigana, but she says that do the adesha shru and use the Gana Vikaranam shnu. Keep Gana Vikaranam shnu. So I want to put 3174 also I want to put here. 3174 was used, and then of course the adagama and all that. I won't put those numbers, the 642071 and all that. Those I think So one more time we got is that stimitayam nishayam vane vasibhir gitani komalani stotranya shunma ashunma. Okay, now let's see, maybe one more. The current of the river striking the bank again and again will soon make the trees fall. So we have a Yangantam Rupam and we also have a Nijantam Rupam. So how it with Praharu? Now remember one thing is that the young Pratyaya can only be used when you have the Ekacha Dhatu. So when you do the, let me say Tadayati, to Tadayati strike, you cannot use the young Pratyaya with that. Because when you make the dhatu tadi, that will become a anekash dhatu, because nich will have to be used hetumati. So when you apply the nich pratyaya, after you cannot do young pratyaya on top of that, because this is that nich pratyaya will itself take the dhatu sanya by sanajanta dhatavaha, the anekash will be anekash dhatu, tatpashyad young na sambhavati. Let's do prahu, is to strike prahu. You want to do this form for us, Indu? So striking. So striking. Anuj, you want to do it? Go ahead. One of you is fine. So dhatu when I want to make striking the bank again and again. Okay. So notice nadyaha. Okay, nadyaha pravaha, right? Nadyaha pravaha. You can use that.
Nadyaha srotaha work as well?
Yeah, srotas. Yeah, srota will be neuter. We can use that. Can use that also. So nadyaha srotas will be a neuter noun. Srotas. So srotaha. Then we have the striking the bank again and again. So tiram. So nadyaha srotas. So tiram. So you can use srotas and make it tiram. Tiram. Now how about this one now? Let's use pra, right? Like chekriyate, right? So J riya manam. What do you think of this one? Look okay to you?
Yeah, that's Rekagama.
Yeah. So okay, but so let's put some sutras here. So dhatu was of course first we use 3122 and get the pratyaya young. We get the reek agamaha. So reek. So that's we ring agamaha. Ring rataha, right?
Ring.
Ring rataha. So 2, 4, 27 ring rataha. So this will take the ring agama. So the ring rataha means that if you have a yakara, again this prior condition we say akris saratuka dirghaha. But if you have a yakara, which does not have sanya of sarvadhatukam. Of course, the yang has a sanya of ardhadhatukam because of the thing is sarvadhatukam, ardhadhatukam sheshaha. So it has sanya of ardhadhatukam. It also doesn't have the krut sanya. We talked about this before because the krut sanya starts from 3193. So krut sarvadhatukam, you are satisfied. Like ring rataha. So ring will be adeshaha. The ring, of course, halantyam, ri avashishyate, ri shabdaha. That is anekal adesha. So you have had anekashis sarvasya. Because of nicha, we can only replace the ending rukaraha. So nicha, because if it's, even if adesha is anekal, if it has a kavarga panchama as an it will only replace the ending letter. So after that, so ring rataha is 374. We have used 7427. We did this in the class before, so I'm not going into, we have done this form in the class before. So ring rataha 1153. So we got riya. Then abhyasa karyam after that. So of course, ikonachi. No, sorry, no. We got riya because ring adesha. No. So then only the sanyangoho. Abhyasa karyam. Then we use the rasvaha haladisheshaha. Then we use kuhoshchuhu. And then we will use because jakara and
abhyase charcha.
So one more time. We got the yang pratyaya and ring rataha. The pratyaya yang does not have a sanya. Does not have sanya of sarvadhatukam. It also does not have the krut sanya. So then we get the ring adesha. Ring, of course, alantyasya ri avashishyate. It is anekala adesha. So anekashis sarvasya sarvadesha praptaha. But nicha. Anekal nit adesha anekalapi. So antyasya alasya sthane bhavati. Antasya alah sthane bhavati. So that one, then we do, so we got riya, sanyangoho, then haladishesha, rasva become only he, riya. Then we do guno yang luko, forgot to put that in, 748, guno yang luko, become so we got G. After these steps, we got G, riya. Then guna adesha, J, riya, abhyase charcha, J, riya. Nadya srotas tiram J, riyamanam. Then will soon make the trees fall. So shigram meva. Shigram meva. So shigram is fine. Shigram. Again the kriya visheshanam which we talked in the beginning of the class today. Kriya visheshanam. Shigram. Shigram is kriya visheshanam. So shigram is kriya visheshanam. So we can use shigram will make the trees fall. So shigram. Tarun patayishyati. How does that look? To end the class with that one. How does that look? Tarun patayishyati. Tarun patayishyati.
Satishji?
Yes.
Shigram is missing a repa there.
Yes. Repasya lopajataha. Looking at the end of the class, I make more mistakes. So shigram. Okay. So Tarun patayishyati.
Satishji, I don't know if this is right, but I did patanam karayishyanti.
Yeah, you can, but you don't need to go that long way. So Tarunam patanam. Tarunam patanam.
Vrikshanam patanam I did.
Which one?
Vrikshanam patanam karayishyanti.
Karayishyanti. So they'll cause the fall of the trees.
Fall of the trees.
The cause of the fall of the trees. So make them fall. So dhatu pat becomes, you use the hetumati cha, nich, atopadhayaha. Again, we done the niche in great detail, so we're not going detail again, becomes pati. So pati, then bring the pratyal rit by rit sheshecha, 3, I think 3:13 is it? So rit sheshecha, so bring the pratyal rit by 3:13. And after that, of course, anubandha lopaha, we do lasya tiptajji. So we can use, but this can take only prasyapadam, right? Or can take both. What do you think, Hindu? We're out of time, I know, but let me just finish this one and we'll stop with this one. But give me 1 minute more. Yes, Anuji. So,
Tarun Satiji, that Nakara, is that right?
Taru, right? So Tarun, right? So,
Yeah, that Nakara, is that not more than, no? Tarun.
but this is Padanta Nakara, right?
Oh, okay.
Padanta
Correct.
Nakara. That's fine. So we use lit, and then we use the Pratyaya here came in, Shatasi Lulutoho, so 3133. And of course we got the Idagamaha by the Idagama Nisheda only by 7 to 10, only for Ekar Dhatu. When you get an Ekar Dhatu like Pati, there will be no Nishedha. So Ardhatuka Shed Valade. So into 35, of course then we can do the Sarvadhatuka Ardhatuka Yoho Gunaha. Echo Yavayavaha. And then Adeshapatyayoho, the Murdhanyadesha. One more thing, since we've done the
Satishi, will it be singular or plural? Bahuvachana? Patishyati or patishyanti?
Is it current? So what is it? Current? No, current, only singular, current.
Current, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
It is a current, yeah.
So now one more thing that remember is that since when we did, let's practice what we have learned, is in 1.3 Panini talks about, when the niche can take the, so here, I think here nichascha.
Nidascha.
So see, nigarana chalanarthebhya. So 1387, chalanartha, make them fall. So by 1387, only prasyapadam can be used here. Nigarana chalanarthebhya is very important sutram. When you have a dhatu which is in the sense of consuming or moving, when you have a niche on top of that, it can only take prasnaparam. Nigarana chalanarthebhya, 1387. 1387, so that we have learned that already, so let me put that 13. So when we brought in the here, so when we did 3478, so before that 1387. Okay, sorry for the delay. Because patayishyati, we had dhatu pat, what hetumati, but the niche, atopadhayaha became pati. And pati plus lit sheshecha. When we had that, then we have to, of course, we wanted to tiptaji. Before that, this can only be used in parasyapadam. Nigarana chalanarthebhyascha. That's the sutram. Nigarana chalanarthebhya, I should say. Nigarana chalanarthebhya, only kevalam parasyapadam. And then we got the tiptaji, but the tip, in the meanwhile, the siya came, took an iragamaha. And then we did the guna adesha for the niche, became pate ishya, echo yavayavaha, pata ishya, and then adesha pratyayoho. So nadyaha srotas tiram prajehriyamanam shighantaron pata ishyati. Yes, Anuji has a question. Yes, Anuji.
Oh no, it must be from before such as.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so is it okay to you, Anuji?
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Because what we had, so the current of the river Nadya Srotaha, okay, this is like a manas, this is declined as Pratama Ekvachanam, but this is Napumsakalinge. That's why so Napumsakalinge. So Srotaha, that's why you got Prajeriyamanam, Napumsakalinge, Pratama Ekvachanam. So that's why we got Srotas Napumsakalinge like manas. Srotas Tiram, again I guess I don't have to put this one, the 8, I can put if you want, the Shanach. And the same thing we did before in the class today about the Shanach coming in, taking the Muk Agamaha. Those are all done before. So 7 to 82, Ane, Muk. And of course, the Natsam will be caused by the 8420. So these are all known to you, so I'm not putting them in the board in detail. So Nadya Srotas Tiram Prajehriyamanam Shighantarun Patayishyati. Let's stop with that. And again, we have only 2 examples left now, which is this. So we'll do it in the class next time. We'll definitely finish it next time. And then please practice these rules. We're going to start the next lesson next time. So I gave you a bunch of rules which I saw last time. And in fact, let's just, revise those rules which I gave you, particularly 2122. We'll have a discussion on 211 next time. Okay. We already did this 2, 4, 70 has been done many times by us. 1, 4, 26, 1, 2, 46, 2, 4, 71. So try to go through 2, 1, 2, 2. Spend some time on 2, 1, 1 if you can, on 2, 1, 1. And so from next time, we are studying compounds, okay? So it's going to be a long, maybe at least 1 year, 1 year. Let's try to record it, record it well. So for the future students, we can at least have the recording on compounds. Okay, sorry for the delay. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Viyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalayas Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattalyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnameti. Okay, Nagaraj ji has a question for me. Yes, Nagaraj ji, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, good, because I've got a new headset. Last time it was not working, so I want to make sure that it works. Okay, I'll use it from now.
There's no echo. It's very clear.
Okay, thank you.
Spashtam shruyate asmabhi. You can hear it clearly. So good. It's a good one. Thank you. So what's what we said? We're okay? So,
yeah, we are okay. I'm stopping it now. Mangalacharam.
I did that. So one more time. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Viyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalayas Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattalyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnameti. Okay.